Shocking. Thomas Partey not in Germany. Could this be the fall of the era or tenure or dynasty or era that Mikel Arteta is trying to build, because he was building it on Thomas Partey? And Thomas Partey, it has been rumored that he has not traveled to Germany. Remember today, Chris Whitwell came out and really told us that Thomas Partey is in Germany. For all those that watched my video yesterday, I came here and told you a story that police has arrested a footballer in his late 20s, and he is in North London. He plays for one of the teams in North London, and rumors started to circulate all over social media that is Thomas Partey. Chris Whitley came out and told us that Thomas Partey traveled with Arsenal in Germany. Right now, news has surfaced that Thomas Partey is not in Germany. He stayed in London. Being in London, he doesn't even have an injury. And when you add the dots, it really shows you that he might be the person that police was talking about that was under custody in there for you. Those are just allegations in there for you. We are talking Gabriel Jesus in Germany with Arsenal. We are talking Lisandro Martinez. Looks like Arsenal are on the verge of losing him. Another Raphinha Embarrassment for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there might be encountered. We are talking Nicolas Pepe. We are talking close to 7 fixtures of Arsenal have been rescheduled in the view by the Premier League. And we are really talking very many players like Nicolas Pepe, Reece Nelson, Bernard Leno, and the youngsters that have traveled with Mikel Arteta to Germany ahead of their game they are going to play against a side which goes by the names of Nuremberg in there for you. I go by the names of Rokani David. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Today we've started late because our country has power problems in there for you. So those that are in Kampala, Uganda, you know it very well. So that's what we're having on our menu. I don't know whether you guys are really going to like this video, but why not? Go ahead and like this video. Get us the likes, get us the subscriptions, and really get us the comments in a nutshell onto this video. Let's start up with how the day started. The day started off in a very happy way because Arsenal fans slept on tenterhooks. With a story coming out and indicating that it might be Thomas Partey that the police is really doing investigations on. But today morning, Chris Whitwell came out and told us that Thomas Partey traveled to Germany for Arsenal's pre-season tour. He's currently with the squad. Then he went ahead to tell us that Charlie Patino, Walters, Sally Omhand, and Leno Sousa are among the Arsenal youngsters who have traveled to Germany for the club's pre-season training camp this week. In there for you. He also would like to tell us that later hours, this is the shocker, that Thomas Partey is currently in London and did not travel with Arsenal team to Germany. Apologies for any confusion caused with earlier tweet. He even had to apologize because he knows he was playing on the emotions of the Arsenal fans all over the world. They were excited that Thomas Partey is not part of this case. And guys, everyone will be asking himself, what is the case that Rokani David is talking about? Yesterday, The Telegraph came out and really put up this article that a Premier League international footballer has been arrested in North London on suspicion of rape. The player is in his late 20s, cannot be named for legal reasons, and is currently in custody being quizzed over an alleged attack last night. You get? When this was really put up, people jumped on it and said, this is Thomas Partey in there for you. Then they continue to say that police said the man was arrested at an address in Barnet. The player is internationally renowned, and it is unclear whether he will now play in his club's pre-season fixture schedule. The player is also due to play at the World Cup in Qatar. Have you heard that? Pre-season fixture schedule, he's not going to play. When you add all the dots, it now goes to Thomas Partey. Is he Thomas Partey or it's not Thomas Partey? Let's wait and see in there for you. But if it's Thomas Partey, it's bad news for Arsenal. And to me, I'm trying to add dots, but according to my intellect, it might be him. Do you know where this story of Milankovic-Savic came from? Do you know why Arsenal rushed to go and make a bid of Milankovic-Savic yesterday? Because the story came in yesterday. You get? The story of Milankovic-Savic came in yesterday in the news. That means when you look at the view of things, Thomas Partey was not seen in the photos of the team players that were training yesterday. You get? When you look at this photo, when you look at that photo, you look at that photo very well, it shows you that Thomas Partey met Gabriel Jesus on the other day when he came to really do a medical and take photo shoots and really be toured around Conley, London Conley. That was when Thomas Partey met him. In the current photos, Thomas Partey is nowhere to be seen. Why don't we really raise suspicions that he might be the lad that is being talked about in the news? Because that's what is written all over the world. But the way Arsenal rushed in to go in to make a bid for Milokovic-Savic, £47 million. Yet they are chasing for Tielemans too. They want to bring in 2 central midfielders. Yet at the time they are really chasing for one. It shows you that Thomas Partey might be the guy who is behind all this. So I'm smelling a rat. No smoke without fire. I'm seeing the fire. The fire is laid under Milokovic-Savic and Thomas Partey not being in Germany with the team and not appearing into the team training photographs yesterday when they trained at London Conley before they headed for a side which goes by the names of Germany. So all that, when you add those dots together, trust me, what comes to your mind? Let's pray for Thomas Partey and he goes through this, because they say he is going to miss the preseason fixture and he might miss, and he's due to play in the World Cup. So when you look at other players in that side, he's one of those. People were saying that is Grant Xhaka. Grant Xhaka took to his Instagram and posted that he is on a holiday with his wife and the children. So it's written all over the world. If it's an Arsenal player who is in his late 20s, it's almost Thomas Partey. Very bad for my fellow African Thomas Partey, but let the Lord take its course if it is one. But soon we are going to get to know who it is. If Arsenal don't come out to really produce a statement about this, then we are going to be dubious. But if at all they come out and help us and do a statement, then we'll come out with the best report for this in there for you. But Charles Schwartz has come out and told us that Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Magalhaes, Gabriel Martinelli and Marquinhos have all joined the rest of the Arsenal squad in Germany for their pre-season tour in there for you. Remember, rumor had it that Gabriel Jesus was going to join Arsenal when they are going to go in America. But I will believe that the break was over. Even other Brazilian players that took part into the friendlies that Brazil played in there for you have returned. We look at Manchester United, Fred Rodriguez has returned and Alex Telles. When you look at Arsenal itself, Martinelli took part and Gabriel Magalhaes have also returned. So that means it was all over for him and he had to go on and join these people in there for you. Charles Watts is a correspondent for Goal, is an Arsenal correspondent for Goal in there for you, and he was formerly working for Football London in there for you. So that is Charles Watts for you, and we are waiting to see how Arsenal is going to line up on its first game in Germany on Friday against Nuremberg. Stay on this channel because we are really going to do a live stream for that game, pre-season, team news, predicted lineup, confirmed lineup, and the team tactics, and you're going to discuss loads about this deal in there for you. So to me, I will believe that we are really ready to go in there for you. That is the man who goes by the name of Charles Schwartz. Then he later told us, Charles Schwartz, I think it's over, but let's first get done with this, and then we'll really get back to Charles Schwartz in there for you. Now, Arsenal updated fixtures. For those that knew, the fixtures that Arsenal is supposed to go in and really play into, they've really been rescheduled by the Premier League and time has changed. Now, Arsenal is opening up with Crystal Palace at 8 p.m. That is UK time. If you are in Africa, count that as 8 p.m. 22 hours. 22 hours. Count it at that. On Saturday, Arsenal will play Leicester at Emirates. That is 3 p.m. Then they play Bournemouth at away at Bournemouth, 5:30 p.m. Fulham will be played at Emirates, 5:30 p.m. Then August 31st, Aston Villa will host Arsenal at the Villa Park at 7:30 p.m. Then Arsenal will play away at Manchester United on the 4th of September at 4:30 p.m. Then Everton will host Arsenal. Arsenal will host Everton at 2 p.m. on the 11th of September. That will be a Sunday. And remember, the last time they hosted them at Emirates, it was a goal galore, 5 goals onto the score sheet that were registered by Arsenal to 1. Danny Van Beek being the scorer of a side which goes by names of Everton. Odegaard, Nketiah, Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and who else? I think there is one who scored 2 goals in that encounter. I think it was Martinelli. So that's how Arsenal really went in to accomplish its season in style by really trouncing a side which goes by names of Everton by 5 goals to 1. Sunday, September 18th, it was Brentford. It's going to be Brentford away and that is another London derby in there for you. And remember, Arsenal has bad history with Brentford because last season, it was the season opener and they were beaten by 2 goals to 0 in there for you. So those are the fixtures. When you look at the times, they've been fixed by the Premier League and rescheduled. So wait and see whether you guys are really going to go on and do the needful in there for you. So that's it for Arsenal in there for you. But we are from the Thomas Partey story. And now let's get to this story of Charles Schwartz letting us know about Arsenal will look to sell Reece Nelson this summer. Feyenoord are keen, and I know he really had a very good spell at Feyenoord. He was even brought into as a substitute in that Feyenoord game where they lost to AS Roma in the finale of the UEFA Europa League. And he was a teammate of the first signing of Manchester United, Terrell Malacia. They are playing the same team and they are playing off the same wing. In there for you, left wing, that's where Reece Nelson used to play a lot, or that side. But he's an exciting player, but I really believe that right now at Arsenal, his time has ended because there is Marquinhos, there is Pepe, there is Bukayo Saka, and Arsenal look like they really want to bring in another right-sided winger and using a left foot. So when you look at the other side of the left side, there is Martinelli and Emile Smith-Rowe. So he has nowhere to play, no playing time for him. So it's high time for him. He left. So Bernard Leno is set to leave Arsenal this summer. Fulham are still in talks with him and his representatives. And there has been some interest from some Bundesliga clubs. That is Charles Schwartz, an Arsenal correspondent for Goal, formerly of Football London and Reading Post in there for you. So Charles Schwartz coming out and really letting us that Bernard Leno is going to Fulham. This has been already known. He was first linked to Newcastle, and Newcastle brought in Pope. When they brought on Pope, we got to know that he is not going to go that side, and his destination is going to be Fulham. But Fulham would have gotten themselves a goalkeeper that is very good and experienced in the Premier League and can really give them comfort because they've just returned to the Premier League. And Scott Parker is for Bournemouth. The manager of Fulham has really good confidence in this goalkeeper. He's a ball-playing goalkeeper. He's really a good shot stopper. And I will believe that at the level of Fulham, he is really going to help them a lot because they need some Premier League experience into their team. That's why you see teams like Nottingham have taken Dean Henderson in there for you because they know they need Premier League experience, and they've gone ahead to go to Germany and brought in Taino in there for you. So when you look at the manager of Fulham, he wants to see his team so much full of Premier League experience, because if you are to stay here, you cannot rely on the players that really promoted you to the Premier League. You have to remain like 3 or 4. Then the 7 have to be proven players because you have the money. You have the money because when you're promoted, you are given close to £100 million. So if you spend it well on players like Bernard Leno, who is going to cost like £5 million, then you can get in like 6 or 7 players who are of good quality, and you can really save yourself from being relegated. A good example is Brentford. Brentford came in with the energy, and they never had enough Premier League experience. The players they had, and guess who saved their season? Ericsson. If Ericsson never came in at a side which goes by the names of Brentford, they are going to be relegated. But because they brought in a right player at a right time, at a wrong time, because I really believe they would have even bought him way back, you get, and he really saved them. That's it. If it was not for Ericsson, Brentford was going to be relegated, but he gathered them lots of points in the 11 games he played. Now, Charles Schwartz went ahead to tell us that Arsenal are ready to sanction Nicolas Pepe exit this summer, and they're saying the most likely scenario is a loan with a buy option in there for you. Guys, by the time I really watched or searched about the contract of Nicolas Pepe, it showed me that he's left with just 1 year with Arsenal. You get? That's what I read. Does he has an option of 1 year? They're telling me that they're telling me that Pepe's contract with Arsenal expires in June of 2023. That is next year, guys. That is next year, guys, isn't it? So, if they're putting him on loan with an option to buy, when are they going to buy him? You get? He would have run close to 6 months short of his contract. So, I would believe that it's better for Arsenal to sell out Nicolas Pepe or offer him a new contract and then loan him. Then that would be better. But I read a story indicating that the problem as to why this is not happening is because Arsenal gave Nicolas Pepe a salary which is huge of £170,000 a week in there for you. After Nicolas Pepe, we go to the most exciting story, to the most exciting story that I've read today that is not going to sound good or sound as music to the supporters of the ears of Arsenal supporters. The Sun has come out and said Ajax star Lisandro Martinez is very open to signing for Arsenal in the summer transfer window. That was really positive in there for you. All know that whoever really breaks a deal first with Manchester United, with Ajax, that's where Lisandro Martinez is going to go. Then Melissa Mendy, she happens to be a senior sports reporter for Sky Sports, has come out and told us that Lisandro Martinez is yet to decide between Manchester United and Arsenal. She's saying he is yet to decide. That means it's undecided and it's all lying in the hands of Ajax because the player is very much okay with any of the teams, either Arsenal or Manchester United. Whoever agrees a deal with any of those teams is really going to give him a go, and that's where he's going to go and play. Then we had Charles Schwartz on YouTube. He said about Lisandro Martinez, Arsenal are very much in the running. Our understanding is that Martinez is very open to joining Arsenal. You get that? He is very much open to joining Arsenal in there for you. So all of those stories have been positive to listen to and pleasant to the ears of other Gunners. You get? The Gunner supporters. But there is this story coming in from BBC from like a third or fourth tier journalist known as Fraser Fleischer. He's a freelance football journalist, writer. He has been seen on BBC and other platforms in there for you. So he's always hosted on BBC and other platforms in there for you. Guess what he's saying? This is trying to be a Raphinha situation. Arsenal are really going through the same thing. Agreement reached between Manchester United and Lisandro Martinez via Fraser Fletcher. Arsenal fans, this is a thorn inside your flesh. Is it even enough to explain it? Let me show you how painful it is. Just imagine a thorn in the iris of one of your eyeballs. This is it. This is it. After losing Raphinha to Barcelona, yet Arsenal was at the forefront of this deal and we thought that everything was done. Then this comes in as a shocker. They have been drawn out, though this is the third tier journalist about Lisandro Martinez to Arsenal. He's saying Arsenal are out of this because United have agreed or have reached an agreement with Lisandro Martinez. To bring you up to speed, this deal was being held by the club. You get? And the club, to give you a green light to talk to Lisandro Martinez, meant that you have agreed terms on the realistic valuation of the player. So, if we're to follow what Fraser is telling us from BBC, that United have agreed an agreement with Lisandro Martinez, that means they've also agreed a deal on how much they're going to pay Ajax. That means Arsenal have been technically knocked out. But it's so much worrying and really haunting because Arsenal were the ones to first go in there for this guy, and it says that from January, Arsenal have been scouting Lisandro Martinez. But as it stands, they had no chance. The only chance they had was them to outbid Manchester United. But with Erik ten Hag, the current manager of Manchester United, at the forefront of wanting this player, whom he got from Argentina in 2019, playing in a very small team, he gave him light. Do you expect him to really shun Erik ten Hag and come to Arsenal? So that is what we have right now. We wait to see whether these developments are really going to be updated to us by first-year journalists like Fabrizio Romano, Austin, DiMaggio, even Charles Schwartz and Chris Whitley either for you, because for them, they are being fed by the club. They're being fed by the club. So we wait and see what really comes in through in here for you. So guys, feel free to tell me what you think about this deal of Lisandro Martinez. That is shocking. It's really a shocking update. Are Arsenal back to another Raphinha embarrassment in this Raphinha deal? Thomas Partey, not in Germany. That is another shocker. He might be the lad they're talking about in his late 20s that was involved in a rape of a woman. All reactions are welcome in the comment section below. And the reschedule of your fixtures, talk of the 3 Gabriels and another Marquinhos for Brazilians in at Arsenal in their failure. Feel free to let me know what you think about this. I sign out for now. See you later. But remember, today we've started late. It's going to be a marathon. That's why you need to do everything to subscribe to this channel, because we are really on a marathon. I'm out.